So the Greek word pascha is uh, is actually a transliteration from Hebrew. So in Hebrew, Passover is Pesach, and of course the Greeks wouldn't have a word for Passover, so it was transliterated into Greek because the New Testament was written in Greek because that was the lingua franca or the trade language of the day. So uh, it could and should only be translated as Passover, whether it's in the Old Testament or the New Testament. The King James translators uh, made an error in the translation. Essentially, they were back reading current history into the biblical timeline. In other words, Easter didn't exist as a holiday or a festival in the context of Acts 12. And that particular passage is also talking about the events of, well, the killing of James and John, right? So in that paragraph, it talks about Passover, and also talks about the Feast of Unleavened Bread. They used to be two separate feasts at that time. They were two separate feasts, and in later history, they were merged together. So Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread were celebrated simultaneously, and they were merged because they were so close together chronologically. But to translate Pescha as Easter anywhere in the New Testament is anachronistic because Easter itself didn't exist yet. So it seems like the translators were kind of back reading their contemporary church culture into the text. And it's fine because Easter, of course, is celebrated at the same time as Passover, but translating it as Easter, it's just not really accurate. It should be translated as Passover everywhere in the New Testament, and then of course in the Old Testament, it's not a question. HaPesach is always Passover. So those are my thoughts.